Be me, Sally, 47. Spent my entire adult life building something that matters. Fought my way up in a male-dominated field. Never let anyone tell me what I could or couldn't do. Raised my daughter Emma to be strong, independent, capable. Taught her she could be anything. Made sure she knew she didn't need anyone to complete her. Sacrificed so much to give her opportunities I never had. Tonight she's coming over for dinner. Haven't seen her in a few weeks since she moved in with Michael. Not thrilled about that, but whatever, young love. At least she's starting college in the fall. Got her applications all set up before she moved out. Really proud of her SAT scores. She could get into some great schools. Make the doorbell ring. Open it up, and there she is. Emma's glowing, like actually radiant, wearing a sundress I've never seen before. Hair done up all nice. She looks happy, I guess. Michael's with her. He's holding a casserole dish. Hi, Mom. She hugs me. Smell fresh bread or cookies or something on her. Come in, come in. We sit in the living room. I made reservations at that nice Italian place. Figured we'd have wine and catch up. Actually, Mom, I cooked. Emma gestures to the casserole. Michael and I brought dinner. I made your favorite, that chicken thing Grandma used to make. Honestly, I haven't had that in years. Didn't think Emma even remembered it. Oh, well, I suppose we can cancel the reservation. We set up in the dining room. Emma's fussing over the table settings, folding napkins into some fancy shape. Michael's helping her, smiling at her like she hung the moon. It's kind of unsettling how domestic this is. We sit down. The food is actually incredible, like better than I remember Grandma making it. Emma, this is really good. Thanks, Mom. I've been practicing so much. Michael loves coming home to a home-cooked meal. Coming home. He works at some warehouse or construction thing. She's been home. So, how's the apartment? You settling in? It's okay. It's not an apartment, Mom. It's a house. Michael jumps in. Yeah, we got really lucky. 3-bedroom in the suburbs, great yard, quiet neighborhood. Suburbs. 3 bedrooms. They're 19. That's a lot of space for 2 people. Emma and Michael look at each other. She's got this smile, this secret smile. Well, that's actually what we wanted to talk to you about. Oh God, please don't be pregnant. Please don't be pregnant. Mom, Michael proposed. She holds out her hand. There's a ring. Not huge, but clearly real, clearly thought out. We're getting married in October. Okay, this is fine. People get married young. Sometimes they can have a long engagement. She can do college married. Lots of people do. Take a breath, Sally. Congratulations. That's very exciting. I know you're probably surprised, but we're really in love, Mom, and we've been talking a lot about our future. We want to do things right. Michael's holding her hand. We want to start a family soon. The room tilts a little. Well, there's no rush on that. You're both very young, Emma. You have your whole life ahead of you. Exactly. That's what I told Michael. I want to be a young mom. I want energy for my kids. Kids, plural. Have you given any thought to how you'll balance that with school? Emma looks confused. School. College, honey, your applications. She laughs. Actually laughs. Oh, Mom, I'm not going to college. I must have misheard. What? I'm not going to college. We talked about this. No, we absolutely did not talk about this. I told you I was rethinking it. You said you were considering a gap year. Well, it's more than that. I've decided college isn't for me. Michael's rubbing her shoulder. Supportive. Too supportive. Emma, everyone has doubts before college. It's normal. But you can't just throw away your education because you're nervous. I'm not nervous, Mom. I just don't want to go. I know what I want to do with my life. Which is? She lights up like someone flipped a switch. I want to be a homemaker, a wife, and mother. I want to create a beautiful home for my family. I've never been happier than these past few weeks taking care of our house, cooking for Michael, making everything nice. I'm staring at her. This can't be my daughter. You want to clean houses for a living? No, Mom. I want to take care of my home. Our home. Michael works so hard, and I love being able to make his life easier. And soon we'll have babies, and I'll get to raise them myself, not ship them off to daycare. That last part felt pointed. I used daycare. I had to work. Emma, you can't be serious. I'm completely serious. I've never been more sure of anything. Look at Michael. And you're okay with this? You're okay with her wasting her potential? He doesn't even flinch. I don't think Emma could waste her potential if she tried. She's incredible at everything she does. If she wants to build a home, she'll build the best home anyone's ever seen. Emma's looking at him like he's a god. Michael supports my choices, Mom. Your choice? Emma, this isn't a choice. This is you limiting yourself before you've even started. How is it limiting? I'm choosing exactly what I want. You're 19 years old. You don't know what you want. You got married at 22. And I went to college first. I had a degree. I had options. Options you've never used because you've been in the same job since before I was born. She's not wrong, but that's not the point. That's different. How? Because I could do something else if I wanted. You're trapping yourself. Emma's face hardens a little. I'm not trapped. This is what I want. I love cooking. I love making our house beautiful. I'm learning to sew. I'm going to start a garden. Michael and I are talking about chickens. Chickens? Fresh eggs. Mom, it's better for you. I'm losing my mind. This cannot be happening. Emma, listen to me. I know this seems romantic now, playing house, cooking dinner, the whole fantasy, but it's going to get old. You're going to wake up at 30 and realize you've wasted your youth. You mean like you did? The silence is deafening. Excuse me? You're always talking about sacrifice, about everything you gave up. You don't think I noticed that you're not happy? I am happy. I'm fulfilled. I have a career. You have a job you complain about constantly. You come home exhausted. You eat frozen dinners. When's the last time you did something that made you smile like this? She's gesturing to herself. And God help me, she does look happy. Happier than I've seen her in years. Happiness isn't the only thing that matters, Emma. What about security, independence? What happens if Michael leaves? Michael looks offended. I would never. Everyone says that, and then life happens. Emma, if you don't have an education, you'll have nothing. I'll have my family. Family doesn't pay bills. Michael pays the bills, and he's happy to. Of course he is. Of course he wants her dependent on him. Emma, this is exactly what women spent decades fighting against. The idea that we should stay home and serve men while they go out into the world. I'm not serving him, Mom. We're partners. Partners would mean equal. This isn't equal. Why not? We both contribute. He contributes money. I contribute everything else. We're both working toward the same goal. His goal. Our goal. Mom, why is it so hard for you to believe that I might actually want this? Because I raised you better than this. Because you're supposed to be different. Because you're my daughter. Because you're capable of so much more. Her face falls. More than what? More than being a mother? More than creating a home? Why is what you do more than what I want to do? Because it is, Emma. Because in the real world, your choices matter. You can't just opt out of economic participation because you like baking. Why not? Why can't that be enough? Because it's not. Because you're better than this. Standing now. Don't remember standing. Emma's standing too. Better than what? Mom, say it. What am I better than? You're better than being some man's servant. I'm not a servant. I'm choosing this. You're choosing to throw away every opportunity I gave you. Maybe I don't want your opportunities. Maybe I want something different. You want to be a housewife. Do you even hear yourself? Yes, I want to be a wife. I want to raise children. I want to make a home. Why is that so offensive to you? Because it's a waste. The word hangs there. Emma's eyes are wet. A waste. Emma, I didn't mean... No, you did. You think I'm wasting my life. You think raising children is a waste. That's not what I said. It's exactly what you said. You think what I want doesn't matter because it's not what you want. I think you're too young to make this decision. But I'm not too young to go into debt for a degree I don't want. I'm not too young to commit to 4 years of studying things I don't care about. College teaches you to think. I can think. I think about recipes and home organization and child development and gardening and nutrition. I think all the time. I just think about different things than you. Michael's trying to calm her down, touching her arm. She's shaking. Emma, please just consider taking one class, one semester. Keep your options open. No. Flat. Final. No. No, Mom. I'm not going to college. I'm going to marry Michael. We're going to have babies. I'm going to bake bread and grow tomatoes and raise chickens and teach my children to read. And I'm going to be happy. You're going to be miserable and trapped and dependent. Why? Because that's what you would be. I'm not you, Mom. Clearly. It comes out harsh. Harsher than I meant. Emma flinches. What's that supposed to mean? It means I raised you to be independent, strong, to think for yourself. I am thinking for myself. You just don't like what I'm thinking. Because you're thinking like it's 1952. Maybe some things from 1952 were good. Maybe not everything old is bad. Marriage and children and homemaking are good, Emma, but you need something of your own. It is my own. This is my choice. My life. I'm pacing now. Can't stand still. This is a nightmare. You know what I think this is? I think Michael's pressuring you. Michael's eyes go wide. What? No, I would never. Emma, has he made you feel like you have to do this? Oh my God, Mom. It's a valid question. You move in with him and suddenly you're playing housewife? Nobody's playing anything, and Michael didn't make me do anything. If anything, I had to convince him. Convince him of what? Michael looks uncomfortable. I wanted Emma to go to college. I told her she should. She's the one who said no. He's undermining his own case. But Emma's nodding. He offered to work extra shifts to pay for it. He said he'd support whatever I wanted. I'm the one who said I wanted this. Because he made you think it's what he wanted. No, because it's what I want. Why can't you hear me? I hear you fine. I hear you throwing your life away. I'm yelling now. Can't help it. This is too much. I'm not throwing anything away. Yes, you are. You're throwing away your education, your independence, your future. My future is what I make it. Your future is going to be dirty diapers and resentment. Your future was not mine. That stops me cold. What did you say? Emma's crying now, really crying, but she's not backing down. You resented me. You resented being a mother because it interfered with work. That's not true. It is true. You were always tired, always stressed, always talking about how hard it was to balance everything. You think I didn't notice? You think I didn't hear you on the phone with your friends complaining about having to leave work early for my school plays? Emma, I was there for your school plays. Physically, but you were always thinking about work, always distracted. I was providing for you. Dad provided too. You both worked, and you were both miserable. Her father. Haven't thought about him in years. The divorce was ages ago. Your father and I had problems that had nothing to do with work. They had everything to do with work. You were both so focused on your careers that you forgot to be a family. That's not fair. It's true. And I don't want that. I don't want to be so busy climbing some ladder that I miss my kids growing up. So your solution is to have no ladder at all? My solution is to build something that matters to me. A house matters to you? Cooking matters to you? Yes, my family matters to me. Why is that so hard to understand? I'm gripping the back of a chair, knuckles white. Because I didn't raise you to be someone's wife. I raised you to be your own person. I am my own person, a person who wants different things than you. You want to be dependent on a man. I want to build a life with my husband. What happens when he dies? Gets sick, loses his job? What happens when you get old and sick and realize you spent your whole life working for people who will replace you in a week? At least I'll have a family who loves me. That one hits different. She sees it land. Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Yes, you did. My voice sounds far away. You think I wasted my life? I think you chose something that made you unhappy, and now you can't stand that I'm choosing something different. I can't stand that you're limiting yourself. I'm not. I'm choosing. That's what you always said feminism was about, right? Choice. Choice between real options, not between opportunity and servitude. It's not servitude. I love taking care of Michael. I love making dinner and seeing his face when he tries something new. I love when he comes home and tells me about his day. I love folding his laundry. I love all of it. You love folding laundry. Yes, because it's for someone I love, because I'm building something. You could build a career. I don't want a career. Why is that so impossible for you to accept? Because it means I failed. Because it means everything I taught you didn't matter. Because it means I was wrong. Can't say any of that. Because you're settling. You're settling for less than you could be. No, Mom. I'm choosing what I want to be. There's a difference. She's wiping her eyes. Michael hands her a tissue. He's been quiet this whole time, just supporting her. It's infuriating. Emma, please just think about this. Take some time. I have thought about it. I've thought about nothing else for months. This is what I want. You're going to regret this. Maybe, but it'll be my regret, my choice, my life. A life of diapers and dishes. A life of family and purpose. You could have purpose and independence. I have independence. I'm choosing this. Nobody's forcing me. Society's forcing you. These expectations, these gender roles. Or maybe you're trying to force me. Maybe your expectations are just as restrictive. I'm not. I'm trying to protect you from... What? From being happy? Because I am happy, Mom. Happier than I've ever been. Can't you see that? I can see it. That's the worst part. She's glowing, radiant, more alive than I've seen her since she was a little girl. Happiness isn't everything. What else is there? Achievement, independence, respect. I have all of those things. I'm achieving what I want. I'm independent because I'm choosing, and Michael respects me more than anyone. He respects you enough to let you throw your life away. Michael finally speaks up with respect. Sally, Emma isn't throwing anything away. She's incredibly talented. She's learning skills that matter. She's building something real. Skills like cooking and cleaning, those aren't skills, those are chores. They're skills when done well, and Emma does everything well. You should see our home. She's made it beautiful. She's learning things every day. She's growing. She could be growing in a classroom. Why is a classroom more valid than a kitchen? Cannot believe I'm being lectured by a 19-year-old warehouse worker. Because education matters. Emma educates herself constantly. She reads, she researches, she learns. She just learns things that interest her. Things like what? Recipe variations. Emma cuts in. I'm reading about child psychology, Montessori methods, nutrition, sustainable living, permaculture. I'm learning more now than I ever did in school Because I actually care. You could care about those things and get a degree. Why? Why do I need a piece of paper to validate my choices? Because the world requires it. Your world requires it. My world doesn't. I feel it building. This rage, this disappointment, everything I worked for, everything I taught her, worthless. You're betraying everything I taught you. Emma's face goes cold. No, you're just realizing I listened to different lessons than you meant to teach. What's that supposed to mean? You taught me to think for myself. I am. You just don't like what I'm thinking. Because what you're thinking is wrong. It's different, not wrong, different. It's wrong that it's regressive. It's anti-feminist. Feminism is supposed to be about choice, not when you're choosing to submit to patriarchy. I'm not submitting to anything. I'm choosing. Michael doesn't make me do anything. He doesn't have to. You're doing it yourself. You've internalized it all. Or maybe I just want something different than you. Maybe not every woman wants what you want. Every woman should want freedom. I am free. Free to choose. Free to live how I want. You're choosing chains. I'm choosing love and family and a life that makes me happy. I can't do this. I'm shaking. Actually shaking with rage. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. That's my mistake to make. You're going to wake up at 30 and hate yourself. Maybe done. Or maybe I'll wake up surrounded by children who love me, in a home I'm proud of. And no education, no job, no prospects. And no regrets about missing my kid's childhood for a conference call? Another hit. She's good at those. You don't understand what you're giving up. I understand perfectly. I'm giving up debt, stress, a career I don't want, for a life I do want. You're giving up options. I have options. They're just not your options. I grab my wine glass, throw it. It shatters against the wall. Emma jumps. Michael moves in front of her, protective. I'm breathing hard. What did I just do? Mom. Emma's voice is small, scared. I think you should leave. This is my house. Then we'll leave. Michael's already moving, getting her coat. Emma's backing toward the door. She looks terrified of me, her mother. Emma, wait. Dude, no. I came here to share good news, to tell you about my life, and you threw a glass at the wall. I didn't throw it at you. You threw it. You're so angry that I'm happy. What does that say about you? I'm angry that you're wasting your potential. There it is. That's what this is really about, your ego. You can't stand that your daughter doesn't want what you want, that I'm not living out your unfulfilled dreams. My dreams are fulfilled. Then why are you so angry? If you're so happy with your choices, why can't you let me be happy with mine? I don't have an answer. Emma's at the door. Michael has his arm around her. I love you, Mom, but I'm done trying to be who you want me to be. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm going to be happy with or without your approval. Emma, please. Call me when you can be happy for me, or at least respectful. But I'm not going to keep defending my joy to you. They leave. The door closes. I'm standing in my dining room, broken glass on the floor, cold chicken on the table. My daughter's dinner made with love for me. I sit down. The house is so quiet. It's always quiet. Just me. My career, my independence, my choices. Emma's face glowing, happy. Happier than I've been in years. Maybe ever. She chose differently. She chose wrong, didn't she? The chicken is still warm. I take a bite. It's delicious. I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying. Yes, I do. My daughter is happy, and I can't stand it, because she found what I never could. And she found it by rejecting everything I am. I eat alone, like always. The house is so quiet.